is Abby Tebow, and I'm the Chief Public Defender for Harrisonburg and Rockingham County. There's an hourly rate of $90 per hour, and the court then uses that to calculate counsel fees that are charged to our clients. And fees are charged for any case for which they are found guilty or plead guilty, and then they have to pay those at some point in the future.
Hi, my name is Whitney Mitchell, and I know for Harrisonburg, Rockingham County courts, they usually have a lady come over and see you from the deputy clerk's office that would ask you if you have a bank account, property, a job, and if you could afford an attorney. And once I told her no, I would sign a paper, but at no point did they let me know that I would have later court costs or have to pay for that attorney. And afterwards, I kind of wouldn't even know what the total amount was for my court appointed attorney until I went and see my probation officer. And she would let me know that that was what I needed to pay. Plus, for prior attorneys, I would have to pay that also just to get off probation at the due set time.
Whitney has been very determined to pay off her fees, and when she's had the opportunity to work, she has taken it. So one example of that is that she was put in an alternative sentencing program called CCAP, where she had the opportunity to both work at McDonald's and also put in some hours for community service. And in both cases, the money that she was earning was put directly towards her court fees. So that is one way that she's taken an opportunity to try and chip away at the fees as much as she can. Upon her release, though, life was extremely overwhelming for Whitney. She knew that she was in debt. She didn't have a place to live. She had a difficult time getting a job because she has felonies on her record. And so that I think in terms of her experience was extremely overwhelming and led her right back to where she is now.
And it really made me feel overwhelmed because I know when you get out, they expect you to pay within 60 days of getting out. And I feel like my main priority should be getting employment, focusing on housing, getting insurance, my license. And I know once I am incarcerated, they expect family to maybe pay on it. And I cannot get the interest removed unless I do a certificate of incarceration period, which I would have to do after the fact of being incarcerated because I can't do it while I'm in here. They told me I have to be out. So by then it's done sent to collections, where when I get out, if I get a job, they're garnishing wages, which then affects my credit. So it makes it hard for me to establish credit also.
Whitney's story shows us two major issues with our legal system. One, it shows that it's just really, really hard to navigate because there just is a lack of information. And people try to get the information, try to understand what is owed, but either they haven't gotten enough information up front to know what is coming, or there's not consistent kind of communication and touch points along the way. And sure, Whitney probably reached out, and it's much harder to do once you're incarcerated and through letters, and the clerks do a fair job of responding to letters, but it's just not enough information all along the way as you go. So then you get in situations where you're incarcerated because of those costs. Only 3% of the costs that are assessed are paid back the year they're assessed. So that shows that people are having a really hard time paying these costs. We're trying to fund our criminal legal system off the backs of poor people, and we can't do that.